and welcome to 𝗪𝗲𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀. So this video I'm going to show you my new RØDE wireless microphone system that also contains the two Lavalier microphones. So I'll show you the first case, which contains the charger and the USB port. So at the back you have a USB-C port that you would plug your charger in, or you connect to the computer and you get information via the RØDE Central app. There is a button that you press and that will turn green to tell you the batteries are full. If it goes red, then I'm afraid that you'll need to charge them up. If I open the case, so in the case itself, or on the charger ports, you'll see that there are two microphones, which are those two, and then you have the receiver. So you need to make sure that they are plugged in. When there is power going in, there'll be two lights on the microphones that will turn green, and also the display on the receiver will light up to tell you that it's been charged. In the box comes a lead with two USB-C connections at either end. It's a short lead, but that's the one you plug in at the back, and then you plug that into your computer, providing you've got a USB-C input. If you haven't, then you might need another option, which is USB-C to USB 3.0, which is what I have, and I can use that. Or in the case, or the second case, should I say, comes a lead that looks like a headphone type jack. It's a 3.5 jack either end, and that will plug into your microphone socket, also used for the camera. So if you have a SLR camera, so I'll show you what you do. So that's the receiver, so they're plugged in, and what you'll do, making sure it's the receiver that you use. If you're using an SLR camera, making sure you use the receiver, not the microphone, because some people I've read are plugging in, attaching the microphone to the wire and plugging that into the camera and wondering why they're getting nothing happening. And nothing will, because the microphone socket part is the input into it for the microphone, where the receiver is the output for the sound. So what you do is you plug the red lead in, and that will plug in to your SLR camera or your microphone socket. So please remember that. In the second box you get, there's two leads which are both, one is a USB-C either end. The other lead has got USB-C, and I think it's for, is it the Apple phones or something like that? Please let me know in the comments what that connection is for, because I aren't familiar with that connection. In the second container box, you'll get your microphones, or Lavalier microphones. There they are. That's your two Lavalier microphones. You also get the wind covers. So there are two types, but there are 5 in total, and there are 2. So should I say, one will have will fit on the Lavalier microphone like that. And the other kind will connect to the tip of the microphones itself. They just clip on. So if you're in a place where it's windy, and if you notice when I disconnected one of the microphones from the charger port, it instantly switched on, and there's a light that is blue. Now what you need to remember, both do different things. So if I take out the other microphone, just switched on, the lights will flash first and they're both on, and on the actual receiver I can see the meters bobbing up and down. Might be a bit out of focus or on the system itself. So what you have on the receiver is a button there. If you press and hold that button, the power will go off. If you just press the button, it starts the microphone's recording to the memory, which is built in. Or you can use the microphone button itself, near the light itself, near the blue light, and a light will turn red, and you'll see a red dot on the receiver. The other two buttons on the receiver, which are where my fingers are, they are for the settings like volume, gain, and other settings that are in there, which you set them to your desired settings. And next to the microphone port, or the receiver port, to say in this case, which is where you plug your red cable, that, as I said earlier, goes into your computer's microphone socket. So you've got your USB-C port there, remember that. That's the one that plugs into your computer. So we've got either option. You can use the short lead like I've got, which comes with the microphone, or you can purchase a USB-C to USB 3.0 like I mentioned earlier, and that will plug into your computer. And I think it's the USB-C type. Is it a faster connection? So we'll plug the black one in, and I'll plug that into my computer in a moment. The microphones also have a button. So the one at the back near the green light, or the top, well, the bottom, is to mute the microphone and also power on, power off, if you don't switch on. Then you have a socket, which is where the microphone plugs in, the Lavalier microphone. I'll do a demonstration of those in a moment. You have a built-in microphone, there it is, and you have a button there which will start recording. The memory is about 28.9 gigabytes built in, and you can access that by plugging it into your computer. You can't delete the files direct from your computer. You've got to use the RØDE Central software, and I will show that a bit later. So one thing to remember is when the microphones arrive in the box, untangled, be careful not to tangle up, and don't pull on the wires to untangle them because you're liable to snap them. So when they arrive, what you'll have is a brass tight, nut tight washer thing. I don't think you can see that. There it is. Now they come, so they set like, arrive like that. Now if you try to plug like into the microphone socket, what will happen, on the actual microphone, not your computer, it won't connect properly, it won't push all the way in. So you need to take those washery things off. They must be for some other use, which I aren't exactly sure, because there's nothing in the manual that tells you. But the Lavalier microphone plugs in like it does. There it is, you see it plugs in. And I can see on the meter, on the receiver, see there, the bob looking on both mics. That's how you plug those in. You also have a cover which goes over the mic to stop any popping or something sounds. You also have clips that go on the microphone. So it's always better to remember that if you're left-handed or right-handed, remember two things. So that's the right hand. You want the hooks that go around the microphone at the front with the clip at the back. So if you're left-handed, see there's which way around. It makes it easier for you to clip on your t-shirt. Don't do like some people I've seen doing. We've got it back to front. You'll find it will make life very easy for you. So what you do, remember the microphone is at the front if I can think you can just see that within the light. There it is. See that little circle? That's your microphone. The back part is covered. So what you do is attach the clip, twist round, and that's your microphone, and that attaches to your t-shirt like that. It'd probably be better to have the actual cover, so it looks a bit, a bit more professional. I know some people are liable to try and connect the mic on the clip so it's sort of waddling about. That's not a good idea, because if it waddles about, you're going to have all that like annoying sound being picked up on you, which you don't want. If you notice on the microphone, there's a little hook just to the side at the top of the clip. What that's for, so the wire, remember the wire itself is like flat. So what you do is you attach the wire inside of that like that. Careful not to break the wire. So you attach the wire in. Then when that clips on your t-shirt or something, or your shirt or tie, whatever you've got, there it is. And that so then the wire then goes behind you, under your up and over your t-shirt, and then the receiver goes on your belt. So what I'll do, I'll show you this. So you get the hook like that. You then attach the microphone to the main microphone itself. Then all you do is you attach the actual into your belt. And then that's then out of the way, and then you're just talking away. You put that so it's in a position where the microphone is out to it. You can also attach it to your pocket at the side, so that's out of the way, but also be careful not to overbend the wires or strain the wires, and then that's your wire. So then you've got the freedom like to be hands free with a mic and not having like a microphone in the way, which is a good thing. But if the Lavalier microphones, the wires do break, then you've still got those to use that as they are. So you can, if you wish, plug one of the microphones. So you plug that on your t-shirt like that, see? So the next section won't be the mobile, it'll be with the computer and the sound of the microphones. You should now be hearing me on the RØDE microphone itself, which is on the inbuilt microphone going to the actual receiver, which is now plugged into my computer, and I can see the meters on my OBS bobbing up and down. So if you look at the OBS, you can see the meters bobbing up and down. I bring me on the camera at the bottom, so there it is. It will look like it's going into like, infinite like OBSs. That's just how it is. So you can see me there talking on those. Now what I'm going to do is switch to the main camera. So see there, the lights are on. So I also have, if I put this microphone down, I have one of the Lavalier microphones connected to the other mic, which is muted at the moment. So I will mute. So I need to mute the one in my left hand and unmute the one on the right. So I'm now talking into the Lavalier microphone. It should be picking up my voice like normal. So even if it was placed somewhere about there near me, you'd still hear me talking quite normal. You never want the microphone sort of facing towards you, because it's liable to pick up a heartbeat or other sounds like this. You don't want that, do you? So when it's on the clip, make sure it's facing away from you. And I can see on the microphone receiver that the meters are jumping up like that. I can also see that on the OBS as well. If I go to the OBS screen, you can see those meters bobbing up and down, and they will connect normal. So once you've got them connected to your computer, what you need to do is go into your settings, go to audio, and you'll see there desktop microphone wireless pro RX. Make sure to select that, otherwise you won't get any sound. I'm going to disable that change there. That's it, so I've made the adjustment on the microphones. They aren't fully up on the actual gain volume, because if I did, it's liable to distort or go too loud. So I'll keep it around about just near 15 minus 15 decibel, or 15 decibel it is. So you can hear me quite normal. So I'll go back to that and you should hear me again. So the RØDE Central app, as you can see on screen, that's what it looks like when. There we go. So I've just plugged the microphone in, and you can now see the actual memory as USB drive L. So if I go to this PC, to USB drive L, the other microphone, if that's plugged in, will be whatever drive that is given. So they'll show us a wave format, but you can't delete them direct via your computer. Even if you try, it won't let you. Because what you get is a write protect. So what you do on the mic, there's an option there. You press like the settings type symbol. See where you got to delete if you're recording. Press delete, and that will delete the content in the memory. Right, it's just disconnected. Press continue, and there you are. It's emptied the memory. And then you go back. The software is a bit buggy, so it can show the different options now it's plugged in, dropout markers and whatever you want to do with them. There's also a clock time 7 to 12, so you can check that to make sure it is synchronizing with your computer. You got your firmware. You also see this when it's plugged into the actual charger and the charger is connected to your computer. The other settings, those will be set to your desired settings when you need to do that. That's what they look like when they're connected directly to the charger. You'll see the second one connected. And on the port you can see there's TX1, TX2 and RX. That's what those are for. So I'm going to close the software by doing that. And I'll go back to me. Well, this is the end of the video, so I'll say, if you've liked the video, click like. If you want to see more, click subscribe, or wherever other buttons are available on YouTube to click. And thanks for watching, and see you all in the next video.